The name, scientist name is Fresnel. So in this experiment, Fresnel biprism experiment, he used biprism. He used what? Biprism. Then to show interference phenomena. To show interference phenomena, right? The biprism consists of two prisms. Bi under two re. In name only that is there. Bi means two, right? So in two prism and very small refracting angles joined base to base, joined base to base. So here see, this biprism is consist of two prisms of very small reflecting angles joined base to base. ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಎರಡು ರಿಫ್ಲೆಕ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಸಣ್ಣ ಸಣ್ಣ ಸರ್ಫೇಸ್ ಇರ್ತಾವ್ರಿ, ರೈಟ್ ರೀ. ಸೊ ಅವು ಹೆಂಗಿರ್ತಾವ್ರಿ, ಬೇಸ್ ಟು ಬೇಸ್ ಏನಾಗಿರ್ತಾವ, ಜಾಯಿನ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತಾವ. ಗೆಟಿಂಗ್ ಮೈ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್, ರೈಟ್? ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ದಿಸ್ ಒನ್, ನಾವ್ ಸಿ ಹಿಯರ್, a thin glass plate is taken and one of its face is ground and polished till a prism is formed with an obtuse angle. With an obtuse angle, here it means about 179 degree, and two side angles are the order of 30 degree. Like this it is. See, right? So it is also 30 degree, it is also 30 degree, so it is 179 degree. It is what? 179 degree, right? So here a thin glass plate is taken and one of its face is ground and polished till a prism is formed with an obtuse angle. The obtuse angle, right? Of about 179 degree, 179, and two side angles of the order of 30 degree. Howdri? 30. So after that one, what happens here? It means, see, when a light ray is incident on an ordinary prism, the ray is bent through. The ray is bent through an angle is called angle of deviation. ಹೌದ್ರಿ, ಗೊತ್ತೈತಿ ನಮಗ. ಸೊ ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಲೈಟ್ ರೇನ ನಾವೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವ್ರಿ, ಆರ್ಡಿನರಿ ಪ್ರಿಸಮ್ ಥ್ರೂ ಪಾಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಅದ ಏನಾಗ್ತೈತ್ರಿ, ಬೆಂಟ್ ಆಗ್ತೈತಿ. ಸೊ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬೆಂಟ್ ಆಗ್ತೈತಿ, ಎಷ್ಟು ಎಂಗಲ್ದಾಗ ಬೆಂಟ್ ಆಗ್ತೈತಿ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವೇನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ, ವಿ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ದ ಎಂಗಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಡಿವಿಯೇಷನ್. ದ ಎಂಗಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಡಿವಿಯೇಷನ್. ಸಪೋಸ್ ಇಫ್ ವಿ ಟುಕ್ ಆರ್ಡಿನರಿ ಪ್ರಿಸಮ್ ಹಿಯರ್, ರೈಟ್ ರೀ, ಇದೊಂದು ಆರ್ಡಿನರಿ ಪ್ರಿಸಮ್ ಅಂತ ತಗೋತೀನಿ. ಸಪೋಸ್ ರೇ ಆಫ್ ಲೈಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಪಾಸ್ಡ್, ಎಸ್, ಇಲ್ಲೊಂದು ಎಸ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ರೇ ಆಫ್ ಲೈಟ್ ಇನ್ಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಇದ್ರ ಥ್ರೂ, ರೈಟ್ ರೀ. ಇನ್ಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, ಸೊ ನಾವು ಸಿ ಹಿಯರ್ ದ ರೇ ಈಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ದಿಸ್, ರೈಟ್? ಸೊ ಹಿಯರ್ ವಾಟ್ ordinary prism, the ray bent through an angle. So this is bent through an angle. The ray bent through an angle is called what? Angle of deviation. Is called angle of deviation. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವೇನಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ, angle of deviation ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. Clear? So after that one, see here what happens. The emergent ray appears to come from a source S1 located at a small distance about a real source S1, right? So be the virtual image of the source, yes, be the virtual image of the source, yes. In the same way, another prism produces, in the same way another prism produces an image, virtual image. S2 at equal distance lies below the source S as shown in the figure. Now see, here we are going to consider, right? So these are the two prisms. When a source is coming like this, yes, this is a yes, Yes, right. So this is source. Yes, these are source. Right. So this is virtual image. This is also virtual image. So this is S1. This is S2. This is S1. This is S2. Right. So S1 be the virtual image of the sources. In the same way, another prism produces a virtual image S2, virtual image S2. So S2 at equal distance lies below the source S. ಹೌದ್ರಿ ಎಲ್ರದ್ದು ಸೇಮ್ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಐತಿ. So these two virtual sources S1 and S2 are the images of the same source. Yes, ಈ S1 S2 ಇವೆರಡು ವರ್ಚುವಲ್ ಇಮೇಜ್ ಒಂದೇ source in imagery, that is from S source. That is from what? S source. Right? Hence the source S1 and S2 are having same frequency, wavelength, and have constant phase difference. And have constant phase. See my point here? Here S1 and S2 are the virtual image of virtual image of same source, virtual image of same source. Hence S1 and S2, S1 and S2 are having same frequency, wavelength, and have constant phase difference and constant phase difference called ಗೊತ್ತೈತ್ರಿ ನಮಗ ಸೇಮ್ ಫ್ರೀಕ್ವೆನ್ಸಿ ರೀ ಸೇಮ್ ವೇವ್ ಲೆಂತ್ ಸೇಮ್ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಫೇಸ್ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಇತ್ತಂದ್ರ ಆ ಸೋರ್ಸಿಗೆ ನಾವ್ ಎಂತ ಸೋರ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ? ದೇ ಆರ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ coherent source. Coherent sources, whatever you like, coherent. So this is the Fresnel's biprism. What he did means, right? After this one, we are going to discuss. We are going to discuss about experimental arrangement and theory. Experimental arrangement and theory, right? So now, second one here, experimental arrangement. Experimental arrangement. Right. So here, now we are going to take one by one. So first, the biprism is mounted suitably on an optical bench. So ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವ್ರಿ, ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಆಗಿ ನಾವೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವ್ರಿ, ಬೈಪ್ರಿಸಮ್ ಅನ್ನು ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಮೌಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಒಂದು ಆಪ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಬೆಂಚ್ ಮ್ಯಾಗ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವ್ರಿ, ನಾವು ಮೌಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವ್ರಿ, ಕೆಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ರೈಟ್? ಹಿಯರ್ an optical bench is consist of an optical bench is consists of two horizontal long rods, two horizontal long rods to horizontal long rods, right, which are kept strictly, which are kept strictly, which are kept strictly parallel to each other. Parallel to each other. So here, see, parallel to each other and at the same level, and at the same level. See here, this is completely an optical bench. This is completely an optical bench. So here in this case, what happened? So here from this to this one, there is a distance. There is a distance B. There is a distance B. Right. So these two are the what? Two horizontal rods, long rods, which are kept in a strictly parallel to each other. So ಎರಡನ್ನು ನಾವು ಹೆಂಗ್ ಇಟ್ಟಿವಿ parallel ಆಗಿ ಇಟ್ಟಿವಿ. ಅವ್ರ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ಏನೈತಿ ಸೇಮ್ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ಐತಿ. Clear ರೀ? Right. So after this one, what happens? The horizontal rods are capable to carry optical components along their length. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಏನಾಗ್ತಾವ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ದ ಹಾರಿಜಾಂಟಲ್ ರಾಡ್ಸ್ ಏನ್ ಕೆಪೇಬಲ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತಾವ ಅಂದ್ರ ವೈ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಕೆಪೇಬಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಟು ಕ್ಯಾರಿ ಆಪ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಕಂಪೋನೆಂಟ್ಸ್. ಆಪ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಕಂಪೋನೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ನಾವೇನ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವ್ರಿ ಅಲಾಂಗ್ ದೇರ್ ಲೆಂತ್. ಅವಕ್ಕೂ ಲೆಂತ್ ಏನಿರ್ತೈತಲ್ಲ ಆ ಲೆಂತ್ ಥ್ರೂ ಅವ್ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾವ್ರಿ ಕ್ಯಾರಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರ್ತಾವ. ಅಂಡ್ ದೇ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬಿ ಫಿಕ್ಸ್ಡ್ ಡೆಫಿನಿಟ್ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ಸ್. ಅವು ಯಾವಾಗ್ಲೂ ತಮ್ಮ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ಅನ್ನ ಹೆಂಗ್ ಫಿಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ತಾವ ಅಂತಂದ್ರಿ ಡೆಫಿನಿಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ತಾವ ಫಿಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ತಾವ. Clear my point, right? So here a monochromatic light source, a monochromatic light source, yes, a monochromatic light source such as sodium vapor lamp illuminates a vertical slit. Yes, right. Here a monochromatic light, a monochromatic light source such as such as sodium vapor lamp illuminates a vertical slit. Yes, a vertical slit. Yes, right. Vertical slit. yes anta ತಗೋತಾನ. Right, now I am going to take like that one. So here this is the source, from here it is coming. Right, so this is having the distance d here, this is having the distance d here. Right, so here what happens means, uh, whatever we are going to took, see here, this slit s, this slit s acts as a narrow linear monochromatic light source. ಇದು ಹೆಂಗ್ ಆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೈತ್ರಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರ, ಈ ಸ್ಲಿಟ್ ನಾ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದು, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಆಸ್ ಎ ನ್ಯಾರೋ ಲೀನಿಯರ್ ಮೊನೋಕ್ರೋಮ್ಯಾಟಿಕ್ ಲೈಟ್ ಸೋರ್ಸ್. ರೈಟ್, ವರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಸ್ಲಿಟ್, ಎಸ್. Therefore, I'm going to write here, therefore, and another one thing is here, from here to here the distance is capital D. From here to here the distance is capital D. Right, therefore the slit, yes, the slit, yes, acts a narrow linear monochromatic light source. Monochromatic light source. Right, so the pi prism is placed, the biprism is placed in such a way, in such a way that it's reflecting, and it's refracting edge is parallel to the length of the slit S. The length of the slit S. The length of the slit S. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗ್ತೈತ್ರಿ, ಈ ಬೈಪ್ರಿಸಮ್ ಏನ್ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಲ್ರಿ ನಾವು, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ನೋಡ್ರಿ. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಬೈಪ್ರಿಸಮ್, ರೈಟ್ ರೀ. when this biprism is placed in such a way, the refracting edge ಏನಾಗ್ತೈತ್ರಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರ, that is parallel to the length of the, that is parallel to the length of the slit S. ಇದು ಈ ನಮ್ದು ಏನ ರಿಫ್ರಾಕ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಎಡ್ಜ್ ಐತಲ್ರಿ, ಅದಕ್ಕ ಪ್ಯಾರಲಲ್ ಆಗ್ತೈತ್ರಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ರೈಟ್ ರೀ, ಎ ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಸಿಲಿಂಡ್ರಿಕಲ್ ವೇವ್ ಫ್ರಂಟ್ ಇನ್ಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಆನ್ ಬೋತ್ ಪ್ರಿಸಮ್ಸ್. ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಒಂದು ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ವೇವ್ ಫ್ರಂಟ್ ರೀ, ರೈಟ್ ರೀ. ಈ ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಸಿಲಿಂಡ್ರಿಕಲ್ ವೇವ್ ಫ್ರಂಟ್ ರೀ, ನಮಗ ಏನಾಗ್ತೈತ್ರಿ, ಬೋತ್ ಎರಡೂ ಪ್ರಿಸಮ್ ಮ್ಯಾಗ ಬಿತ್ ಅಂತಂದ್ರ, ಇನ್ಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಆನ್ ದಿ ಬೋತ್ ಪ್ರಿಸಮ್ಸ್, ದ ಟಾಪ್ ಪೋರ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ವೇವ್ ಫ್ರಂಟ್ ಈಸ್ ರಿಫ್ರಾಕ್ಟೆಡ್ ಡೌನ್ವರ್ಡ್ಸ್. ಅವಾಗ ಸೊ ಅದು ಏನಾಗ್ತೈತ್ರಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರ, ವೇವ್ ಫ್ರಂಟ್ ರಿಫ್ರಾಕ್ಟ್ ಆಯ್ತು ಅಂತಂದ್ರ ಇದು ಡೌನ್ವರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ರಿಫ್ರಾಕ್ಟೆಡ್ ಆಗ್ತೈತಿ, ಅಂಡ್ ಅಪಿಯರ್ಸ್ ಟು ಕಮ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದಿ ವರ್ಚುವಲ್ ಇಮೇಜ್ S1. ಸೊ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಈ ರೀತಿ ವರ್ಚುವಲ್ ಇಮೇಜ್, ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ದಿ ವರ್ಚುವಲ್. This is S1. This is S1. Right? And refracted upward and appears to come from the virtual image. So downward idaga S1 ರೀ, upward idaga that is what S2. This is right here. These two makes an angle theta here. These two makes an angle theta here. So here there is an angle alpha, right? So here these two are the same because they are 30. They are 30. Getting my point? So here the virtual sources S1 and S2 are the coherent sources. ಇಲ್ಲಿ S1 ಮತ್ತು S2 ಎಂತ sources ಅಂದ್ರೆ they are the coherent sources. ನೋಡ್ರಿ ಇದು theta ಇತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ this becomes also theta. This becomes also theta, right? This becomes also what? Theta. So here the light waves are in position to interference in the region beyond the prism. If a screen is held there, if a screen is held there, interference fringes are seen. In order to observe fringes, a micrometer eyepiece is used. ಹೌದ್ರಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವ್ರಿ, ಇದು ಒಂದು ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ ತಗೋತೀವ್ರಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ, ರೈಟ್ ರೀ. ಎ ಇ, this is O, this is F, this is N. This is what? N. Here, fringes. See, these are the fringes. These are the what? Fringes. These are the what? Fringes. So these are the, when we are going to observe means here micrometer eyepiece going to be used. Micrometer eyepiece going to be used. ಇಲ್ಲೇ ನಾವೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವ್ರಿ, ಮೈಕ್ರೋಮೀಟರ್ ಐಪೀಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಏನ್ ಸಿಗ್ತೈತ್ರಿ ನಮಗ, ಇದು ಸಿಗ್ತೈತಿ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇದನ್ನ ನೋಡಕ್ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಆಗ್ತೈತಿ. Getting my point? So here this is the very important thing here. This is the very important thing, right? Here, this is what? Experimental arrangement. So then there is a theory is there. So here, the theory of interference and fringe formation in case of Fresnel biprism is same as that double slit experiment. So now double slit experiment ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಲ್ರಿ, ಅದೇ ಸೇಮ್ ಏನಾಗ್ತೈತ್ರಿ, ಇದು Fresnel biprism ನು ಆಗ್ತೈತಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನವ. As the point O, as the point O is equidistance from S1 and S2. ನೋಡ್ರಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ O ಬಂದೈತಲ್ರಿ, so these two are having the equidistance. ನೋಡ್ರಿ ಇದು ಮೇನ್ ಸೆಂಟರ್ ರೀ, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮಿಡ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನ್ರಿ. ಈ ಮಿಡ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ S1 S2 ಏನೈತಿ, equidistance ಅದ. ಇದು ನೋಡ್ರಿ ಟೋಟಲ್ D ಐತ್ರಿ. ಸೊ ನನಗೆ ಇದು ಎಷ್ಟೇ ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ that is D/2. So this is also how much? D/2. This is also how much? D/2. D/2 ಆಗ್ತೈತ್ರಿ. Getting my point? So then here what happens, S1 and S2 the path difference is 0. ಹೌದ್ರಿ, actually path difference ಏನಾಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತೈತ್ರಿ, 0 ಆಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತೈತಿ. Hence the central bright fringe is obtained at O. ಯಾವಾಗ್ಲೂ ನಮ್ ಸೆಂಟ್ರಲ್ ಬ್ರೈಟ್ ಫ್ರಿಂಜ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿ obtain ಆಗ್ತೈತ್ರಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ O ದಾಗ ಆಗ್ತೈತಿ, at O. So on both sides of O, alternate bright and dark fringes are produced as shown in figure. Produced as shown in figure. ನೋಡ್ರಿ ಏನ್ ಬೋತ್ ಸೈಡ್ಸ್ ರೀ, ಈ ಕಡೆ ಈ ಕಡೆ, ಈ ಎರಡೂ ಕಡೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತೈತ್ರಿ, ಒಂದ್ ಕಡೆ ಬ್ರೈಟ್ ರೀ, ಒಂದ್ ಕಡೆ ಡಾರ್ಕ್. ಒಂದ್ ಕಡೆ ಬ್ರೈಟ್, ಒಂದ್ ಕಡೆ ಡಾರ್ಕ್. ಇದು ನೋಡ್ರಿ ಈ ಸದ್ ಒಂದು ಡಾರ್ಕ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಬ್ರೈಟ್ ರೀ, ಡಾರ್ಕ್ ಬ್ರೈಟ್, ಡಾರ್ಕ್ ಬ್ರೈಟ್, ಈ ಕಡೆ ಡಾರ್ಕ್ ಬ್ರೈಟ್, ಡಾರ್ಕ್ ಬ್ರೈಟ್, ರೈಟ್. The width of the dark or bright fringe is given by ಏನಾಗ್ತೈತಿ. Clear my point? Here I am going to write the some theory part here. The theory of the theory of interference, and fringe formation, fringe formation in case of, in case of Fresnel, Fresnel biprism, biprism is same as that of, as that of double slit, that of double slit experiment, experiment. ಸೊ ನಾವು ಡಬಲ್ ಸ್ಲಿಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆರಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಲ್ರಿ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಪಿ ಯು ಅದೇ ಸೇಮ್ ಏನಾಗ್ತೈತ್ರಿ ಇದನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಆಗ್ತೈತಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರ. ಹಿಯರ್ at as the point, as the point O is equidistant from S1 and S2, S1 and S2 ಹೇಳಿದಾನ ನಿಮಗಾಗಲೇ. The path difference, the path difference is 0. The path difference is 0. Hence, the central bright fringe, the central bright fringe is, central bright fringe is obtained, obtained at O. ಓದೊಳಗ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಏನ್ ಸಿಗ್ತೈತ್ರಿ ಸೆಂಟ್ರಲ್ ಬ್ರೈಟ್ ಫ್ರಿಂಜ್ ಸಿಗ್ತೈತಿ, ರೈಟ್. ಆನ್ ಬೋತ್ ಸೈಡ್ಸ್, on both sides of O, alternate, alternate bright and dark, bright and dark fringes, fringes are produced, are produced as shown in figure, as shown in as shown in figure, as shown in figure, right. And here what happens, the width of the dark and bright fringe, the width of the dark and bright fringes, the width of the dark and bright fringes, I'm going to write here, see, beta is equal to, beta is equal to lambda d divided by d, lambda d divided by d, call equation number 1, lambda d divided by d. So we know here where d is equal to, ನೋಡ್ರಿ ಏನೈತ್ರಿ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಈಗ ರೀ, here I am going to write, so this is the distance from here to here, that is a, ಇದು a ಅಂತ ತಗೋತೀನಿ ನಾನು. ಟೋಟಲ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಐತ್ರಿ d ಐತ್ರಿ, ಟೋಟಲ್ d ಅಂದ್ರ ಇದಿಷ್ಟು a ರೀ ಇದಿಷ್ಟು b, it becomes a plus b, it becomes a plus b, d is equal to a plus b is the distance, is the distance between source and eyepiece, between the source and eyepiece. So lambda obviously we know. So what is the wavelength of monochromatic source? That one ಬರೀತೀನಿ ಅದನ್ನು. Here lambda is the wavelength of, the wavelength of monochromatic source used. Monochromatic source used. So D be the distance between distance between the coherent sources. The coherent sources S1 and S2. S1 and S2. Right. So here, after that one, we are going to do what means determination of wavelengths of light. Determination of wavelengths of light. Here, the wavelength of light can be determined by measuring the values of fringe width. So ಇಲ್ಲೇ ನಾವೇನ್ ಮೆಜರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕ್ರಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಡಿಟರ್ಮೈನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕ್ರಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಫ್ರಿಂಜ್ ವಿಡ್ತ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂನ ಡಿಟರ್ಮೈನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು. So that is called beta. That is called what? Beta. And the separation between S1 and S2 is D. S1 ಮತ್ತು S2 ನಡುವರ್ಗೆ ಏನ್ ಸಪರೇಷನ್ ಐತ್ರಿ? D ಅನ್ನೋದು ಸಪರೇಷನ್ ಐತಿ. Clear my point? So after that one, here there is some adjustment is there. That adjustment is a narrow adjustable slit. Yes, the biprism and the micrometer eyepiece are mounted on the optical bench, right? So that they are perpendicular and at the same height from it. Same height from it. The slit is made vertical and parallel to the refracting edge of the biprism. By rotating, it is in its own place. It is illuminated with the light from the monochromatic source. The biprism is moved along the optical bench till on looking through it along the axis of the optical bench to equally bright vertical images are seen. Right? So then the eyepiece is moved till the fringes appear in the focal plane of the eyepiece. So ನಾವೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಹೆಂಗ್ ಅಡ್ಜಸ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂತೀವಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಆ ಮೊನೋಕ್ರೋಮ್ಯಾಟಿಕ್ ಸೋರ್ಸ್ ಏನ್ ಇಲ್ಯೂಮಿನೇಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಿರ್ತೈತಲ್ಲ ಆಪ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಬೆಂಚ್ ಒಳಗ ಅದನ್ನ ನಾವು ನೋಡ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರ ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲೇ ನಾವು ಮೈಕ್ರೋಮೀಟರ್ ಐ ಪೀಸ್ ಅಂತ ಬರ್ತೈತ್ರಿ. ಅದನ್ನ ತಗೊಂಡು ಫ್ರಿಂಜ್ ವಿತ್ ಅಪಿಯರ್ ಆಗೋ ತನನು ನಾ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊತ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕ್ರಿ, ಆ ಬೈ ಪ್ರಿಸಮ್ ಅನ್ನ ಮೂವ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂತ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು ಎಲ್ಲೇ ಆಪ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಬೆಂಚ್ ಮ್ಯಾಗ. Right? So that is the very important thing here. Right? So up to this much, it is in this class. In our next class, we are going to discuss about determination of fringe width beta, determination of fringe width beta, and determination of the distance between the slits. Distance between the slits. Right? Okay.